afternoon everybody. I hope everybody's okay. I'm sorry I've not been round in a while. As you know, sometimes life just gets in the way and one thing and another. I would like to say a big welcome to my new subscribers, and thank you for taking the time to watch my videos, and please feel free to share. And also, as you know, we're coming up to the launch of the new catalogue shortly in June, and can't wait. I already had a copy of the catalogue as I went to the on stage, and it was absolutely brilliant, and the stuff in the catalogue you are absolutely gonna fall in love with. I'm pretty much a kind of a boho chic type of girl, and there is a few things in this catalogue that I need and want. Also, Stampin' Up decided to do a colour revamp. Now, you've probably seen it all over YouTube. You've probably seen it on Stampin' Up's own YouTube. What they've done is they've not only brought in the new in colours for 2018 to 2020, but they've also brought in a few of the older colour, a few more newer colours, for want of a better word, and they've also decided that they are revamping all their cardstock, all their other ink pads, and so on and so forth, and they're also changing the look of their packaging. Let me just, this is one of the older stamp sets. You see where this is all green, and down the side is green. Well, from now on you're going to get them, and this is going to be black and white wherever the green is. So don't think you've bought a iffy one, or you know, one from that place that shouldn't be named. It is actually, they're new, they're revamped. I can't even show you a stamp set with it on because I would be in breach, I think, of the privacy rules. I'm trying to look for something that I can show you but doesn't actually show you. Let me just see. Although I think the ban was lifted. I just don't want you to think that you're buying iffy product. And I can't find the stamp set. I do want you to know and understand that they have revamped, and as I say, this part here where it's that like old olivey colour, it's now going to be black and white. So please, please, please don't think you've bought a copy. It is not. It is the actual, they've just revamped their branding and all. My stamp sets that I got must be in the other room. Yeah, so please, 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 just don't think that. So today I've decided we're going to do sort of a wedding card, if you like, because you all know we're coming up to that time of the year, and you're either invited to a wedding, you know someone who's getting married, you know, and you just, your mind sort of goes into just a total block. So what I've done is, with this floral phrases, get me teeth in, you also get the detailed floral thinlits dies. Now, it's only a set of 3 dies, as you can see. Okay, and I've used this one for the main body of the card with the cutout bit. Now this fits on both the small and the little one, the big one. Okay, and what that actually does is this will cut into the card and leave the impression, okay, in the card. But if you want it to cut out of the card, you would use this piece to give it that lovely edging. Okay, so that's what that's for. So all I've done is I took a piece of card and I cut it at 4.5 inches by the whole length of an A4 card. Okay, and what I done was I ran it through and cut out one of the bigger dies. See this one? I cut that out. Then I took a separate piece of card and cut it out again. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, so what we're going to do, and I decided I scored that at, oh, let me think, 4 inches, scored it at 4 inches and folded it over with my bone folder. And then the other one that I cut out is going to go on the bottom there. And I also cut the backing paper, backing cardstock out, and what I done was cut it a little bit bigger so that you get that little tiny border. Okay, and that's going to become a pocket. And I also cut the top out the same to put behind there. Then I took the smaller of the dies, you can't see over there, which is this one, and I just cut it out of the cardstock. Okay, and what I've done was I've cut a piece of card coordinating with this one, and I think it's fresh fig. Okay, just so that I have that. Okay, so we're going to just put this card together and then we will stamp on the inside and do whatever else we want to do. So what I've got is, I get these bottles, I get them off eBay, and you get them in a pack of 5, pack of 10, whatever. And because it has such a fine nozzle on it, you are able, and it's a metal nozzle when it wants to work. And it doesn't want to work. Typical. You know, I come in here all prepared and I think, right, this video won't take that long. Aye. Are you gonna work? No, that one's not working either. I have such a terrible time with glue and sticky stuffs. Let's see, will this one work? Ah, there we go. So I'm just going to run little blobs here, there and everywhere. Doesn't matter if it's not fully stuck down, just as long as your edges are. Okay, so we're going to take our top piece, and what you're going to do is you're just going to put it into that fold line that we made the score line. think I've took the wrong one. I think that is meant to be my bottom one. So we'll try it again. Tuck it into your score line. Okay. And just give it a squash down. Okay. So that's our top part of the card. The bottom part, because I've already got my sticky on, I'm just going to lay this on the top. And it's just got that lovely little border, and again I'm just going to give it a squash. Okay, so there's our card coming together nicely. Don't know what that was. So all I'm going to do now is just put a piece of tape down either side. I'll use my score tape. And you just want to put it about there, but right next to the edge. Okay. Then again along the bottom, because you don't want your insert going right the way through. And this is just an easy way of using your dies, because I think we buy these bundles and I think half the time we can't be bothered using our dies. And it's a shame, because then they just go to waste. What am I going to use to peel this off? Let me see. Okay, so we're just going to line our pocket up with the bottom. There we go. So that's created our pocket now. Okay, so there's your... Now we're just going to stick this onto the back of this. But before I do that, I'm going to do my stamping, because otherwise I'll probably end up... And I think I'll use May Your Love Grow Stronger, Deeper and More Beautiful with Every Passing Year, which is this one. And I'll get my ink. And unfortunately this one's retiring, or is it coming back? My stamp block that went all the way to England with me. Stampin' Up as well, I was on the website this morning. They're also testing some new clear mount stamps like these. When you get these stamps, you also get the stickers that go on the back of them. See where that's wrote there? Right, that's supposed to go on the back of my clear mount stamp, but I always stick it on the case and stick my stamp onto it. Right, that part is supposed to stick to your stamping block, but they've had a few complaints that after so long they don't stick anymore. So they're in the process at the minute, because they now sell in China. They are at the process at the minute of testing these new clear mount stamps with let me just get my paper straight, with the demos, Stampin' Up! Demonstrators in China. So they said they would test them there first, and if everything goes okay, then they're gonna bring them out over here. And you know, I always say leave it on for like 5 seconds just for the ink to transfer. And happy days, I don't have to turn my cardstock over because it's printed fine. Just give it a bit of a waft. And again, using my wet glue. Now, I wouldn't recommend using a water-based glue. Oops, that's a bit too much. Because it will warp your cardstock. And I've just left this a lovely little border as well. So if I be really quick, I can get it all lined up. Give it a squash. Okay, and I also have a corner round a punch. So I'm just gonna round these corners off. Personal preference, it's just me, I just like them rounded off. Okay, and this should slip quite easily, she says. No, I've stuck it too much with the tape. Tell you what, I'll get my trimmer out. We'll have to lose our lovely little border. I didn't allow for the tape. Okay, we can re-round them corners. What am I? So you need to allow for your tape when you're cutting your card. See, I don't edit my videos. What you see is what you get. Okay, and that's going to go in there quite nicely. No, it's not, Mel. Cut that top off as well. It's because I haven't been here for so long. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Right, now that should fit quite lovely inside our card. Okay, so there we go, there's our card. Just give that another burnish at the top. And what I've got is, I have got some of the same coloured ribbon. So we could put a ribbon on if we wanted to. I'm just trying to open this because I've not used it yet. So we have the same coloured ribbon. So I could either make a bow, but I'm not going to punish it. But what I am going to do is, I have these glittered enamel dots, okay, you can see that. Don't ask me where I got them from, they were in my stash, but Stampin' Up! Do these glittered dots, okay, and they're like ombre, okay. Now, because my cardstock is darker purple, I want to use darker dots, so I'm going to go with these ones out of my stash. But as I say, you can get them in Stampin' Up!, only they're a bit lighter. And all I'm going to do is, where these flowers are, I'm just going to stick. I'm trying to get 3 on there. Okay, so I've used 3 of them on the top. Could do the, and I'll also do it to the bottom as well on the same flowers. There we go. So there's your card, and you could also put a ribbon closure on it, you know, to keep it flat, keep it closed. But yeah, but just make sure you remember to cut your cardstock smaller for your pocket. Don't do what I done. But that's why I'm here, to do the mistakes so you don't have to. So I hope you give that a go. As I say, that's more or less just using the dies more than the stamps. And I love that die set. And I'm happy to say it is carrying over, but shh, I never said that. So yeah, may your love grow stronger, deeper and more beautiful with every passing year. I think that's lovely as a wedding card, and it's so simple and neat. Alright, I made it look difficult, but it's not. It's so simple and so easy to make, you know. So yeah, give it a go. And once again, thank you to all of my subscribers. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I do try and reply to all comments. My email address you will find on my videos if you want to get in touch with me. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like a new catalogue, now I believe I can order the new catalogues in May, but I won't be able to send them out till the end of May. So if you would like a catalogue, please feel free to email me, message me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and you know, just drop me a line, just say you were interested in a catalogue and leave me your home address, and as soon as I can order them and as soon as I can ship them out, I will get them out in the post to you. So thanks very much, ladies and gents. I'm sorry that dragged on a bit. I didn't intend it to. But yeah, I hope you give it a go. Give it a try. And if you do, please tag me, because I do spend a lot of time on YouTube watching everybody's videos, getting inspiration, especially when your Crafty Mojo's gone on its holidays without you. It's nice to be given some inspiration. So anyway, take care, ladies and gents. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.